As we sat down to record this afternoon, the news broke that Prince Charles is self-isolating after contracting COVID for the second time. Everyone here at Palace Confidential wishes him a speedy recovery, of course. And of course, this week, all eyes are on Charles's wife, Camilla, as a rather large announcement was made about her at the weekend. The Daily Mail's royal editor, Rebecca English, joins me. Rebecca, this was quite the development from our discussion last week on whether or not Camilla should be called Queen.
So it was a very another timely discussion on Palace Confidential, wasn't it? And a bit of a shock for me as I was sitting at my kitchen table on Saturday. I'd been told to expect an email from Buckingham Palace with a message from the Queen to mark the start of her Platinum Jubilee celebrations. But obviously, neither myself or any other royal correspondents were quite expecting that. And I think there was a bit of a squeak of surprise as I read down the email, because tucked away at the bottom there was this bombshell that the Queen had made very clear that she had come to a conclusion on Charles and Camilla's future, and really it was her express wish that Camilla becomes Queen Consort when her son eventually acceds to the throne. It's something we've talked about a lot, as you know, and I think probably was on the cards at some point, but we didn't quite expect it on Saturday.
This became the big story, but it was a huge weekend for the Queen. What else came with the celebration of her accession?
Well, it's important to stress that the Queen doesn't normally mark Accession Day because, of course, it's the day her really beloved late father, King George VI, died. But obviously her and Buckingham Palace accept that this year is really rather special, as it also signals the start of her Platinum Jubilee celebration. So we saw a whole raft of pictures and moments with the Queen, more than we've seen in many a month. She was meeting local dignitaries and local community groups in Sandringham, and there was a wonderful new portrait of her with her red boxes, undertaking the work she does day in, day out, which is going through her official papers. And she looked to be on really excellent form, I have to say. You know, slightly older, slightly frailer than the last time we saw her, but she's a woman approaching her 96th birthday. So I think that's understandable. And she looked actually, I thought, given everything that's happened in recent months, in really very good form.
And the response on the Camilla news from Charles's sons was interesting, wasn't it? William said he was supportive, but there was hardly any gushing praise, while Harry has been silent.
Yeah, I think it's quite important to stress at the start of this that apart from the Prince of Wales, we've seen no official reaction from members of the royal family. It's just not really the done thing. You know, they'll have a chance to congratulate the Queen on her long service during the course of the year, and to kind of congratulate Camilla on becoming Queen Consort when she dies it's just a little bit distasteful. So obviously the Prince of Wales reacted formally to it because he needed to, but we haven't heard from the rest of the family. Now, I spoke to contacts of mine who told me that William was supportive of the Queen's decision. It's a very difficult situation for him. It's really conflicting for him because of everything that's gone on in the past, but he respects his grandmother and his father's judgment, and if that's what they want to do, then he will accept and support that. I think there's been a bit of unfair criticism, I have to say, of Harry for not saying anything, because I go back to my previous point that members of the royal family haven't been. So why should he? You know, I know there's been lots of reports about deafening silences from California, but I think that's pretty unfair in this case.
That is all we have time for in our YouTube version of the show today, but for more royal news, views and videos, you can head over to Mail Plus and subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.